Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group NAT Automation using Netmiko. So our team consists of 4 members. First is Muhammad Izwan bin Nazri. Second is Almira Aisyah binti Asrul Hafiz. Third, Mimi Nur Fikriah binti Zul Azhar. And last, Nur Ain binti Muhammad Zamaluddin. So the content of our presentation is first, introduction, project specification, method, result and analysis, and lastly conclusion. So we move to the introduction part.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Armin Amira and I'm going to explain the introduction. Network Address Translation (NAT) is a crucial element in networking, enabling the translation of private IP addresses within a local network into a single public IP for communication with external networks. With the increasing complexity of network settings, manual setups become impracticable and automation of NAT configurations becomes necessary. Netmiko, an open-source Python library, simplifies the automation of network device setups, offering a standardized interface for various devices like switches, firewalls, and routers. Its flexibility in handling diverse networking suppliers makes Netmiko a versatile solution. The benefits of Netmiko NAT automations includes enhanced efficiency, consistency, scalability, and streamlined change management, address issues such as human errors, uniform settings, scalability challenges in larger networks, and the importance of systematic NAT policy modifications.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Ain binti Muhammad Zamaluddin and I will explain about the project specification of our project. Now I will explain about the scope of our project, which is Python script created with Netmiko Automate NAT configuration for both HTML setup and changes. The scripts offer comprehensive verification capability to ensure that NAT configuration are applied successfully. Comprehensive testing in a control setting with several vendors and device can ensure broad compatibility. This entire approach, which includes integration, template construction, script development, verification, and testing, offers an effective and dependable NAT automation strategy using Netmiko across heterogeneous network environment. The objective of our project is, firstly, automate the configuration of NAT on a Cisco router using Netmiko. Secondly, to simplify and improve the network infrastructures of NAT configuration and management process. Thirdly, to centralize network management with NAT automation. So move to the significance of our project. Using Netmiko to automate network address translation, which is NAT, has a number of important advantages. So for the first advantage is automation guarantees that NAT configuration are implemented uniformly between devices, get rid of the possibility of human mistake that might happen when setting up NAT manually on several devices. To keep a network dependable, this consistency is important. Secondly, need for scalable solution grows with the expansion and evolution of network. Changes in network topology and the addition of additional devices may all be readily accommodated by scaling an automated NAT setup. And lastly, automation reduces the amount of downtime brought on by network changes. Network interruptions are reduced by swiftly and precisely implementing NAT setups, which raise network availability and dependability. Is our project topology, which is NAT automation using Netmiko. Move to the project specification to know what our project use for the software and hardware. So let's get started with the software requirement. So the software we use is DNS3, which is as an application and operating system. DNS3 create a virtual network environment in the context of NAT automation using Netmiko, which is compatible with several operating systems including Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. The ability to construct and test intricate network topologies is made possible by this platform, which is essential for securely verifying NAT automation scripts before deploying configuration to the real production network. Secondly, the language we are used is Python language. The Netmiko module combined with Python makes it easier to write automation scripts that interface with network device. create SSH connection and apply NAT setup. And lastly, for the library, we are using the Netmiko. Ensures vendor agnostic automation by abstracting the complexities of different CLI and offering a uniform interface for network device interaction. JNS3, Python and Netmiko work together to provide an integrated ecosystem that makes secure and effective NAT automation possible. Other than that, it enables extensive testing and validation in a virtualized environment prior to deployment to the production network. And then for the hardware, we are using a laptop, which is the model of the laptop is Dell Inspiron 15 3511 multimedia laptop. And lastly, about the desired outcome and deliverable. To effectively navigate the NAT automation landscape in JNS3, it is necessary to clearly define deliverables or concrete results and intent outcomes and goals. Our goal is to provide centralized management and effective NAT configuration by improving security. In the DNS3 simulation environment, this method guarantees excellent network functionality, which creates the condition for good project outcome. At the end of our project, our desired outcome would be, firstly, interactive SSH interaction can be established. Secondly, static NAT can be configured without error. Thirdly, the NAT automation in JNS3 enables centralized management of NAT configuration. And lastly, each device can ping each other. That's all from my part. I will pass to Mimi Nofikria to explain more about our project.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Izwan bin Nazri and I will discuss the project's method, which includes basic router configuration for its routers, SSH configuration and network automation setting. Let us proceed. Okay, for the first part is basic configuration for our first router. As we can see, we enter the command config t to enter the global mode. Then we set the router's hostname to R1. Then we enable the router password, which is admin. Next, we set up the IP address to interface that we want to configure, such as fast Ethernet 00 and at IP address 192.168.11 and 1, and subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. Okay, now this is our second router basic configuration, which is the same as previous router. We set up the IP address to the interfaces, such as fast Ethernet 00 and at IP address 172.16.43 and 2, and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. Next is our SSH configuration. First, we use line VTY04 command to access the virtual terminal lines for remote access to the router. These lines are used for SSH connection. Then we use the transport input SSH to limit the router to SSH connection only. Then we need to set up IP domain name to enable the next command, which is crypto key generate RSA to enable the SSH in this router. Okay, the last one for the network automation configuration. We use Python script, use the Netmiko library to connect to a Cisco iOS router over SSH and perform various NAT related configuration. First command is def establish SSH function. This function establishes an SSH connection to a Cisco iOS router using the provided IP address, username, password and secret. Then is def configure static NAT is to configure static NAT mapping between an inside local IP and an outside global IP. Next, on the right image, first one is def show NAT to display the configuration NAT translation on the router. Next, below it is show interfaces to display the configured interfaces on the router. And the next one is def close SSH connection to close the SSH connection on the router. Then the last part is main execution block, which is to connect the router from the user to input inside local and outside global IP addresses for static NAT configuration. Apply NAT to an inside interfaces and display NAT translation and close the SSH connection. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Mimi Nofikria binti Suasaha from CS2555A and my student ID is 020214949448, and in this part I will be doing the demonstration for our NAT topology. So first of all, I am so excited to share with you on how our static NAT automation simplifies and streamlines the network address translation with the GNS tree. So as you can see here, this is our network topology. We have the inside local and also the inside global. So first of all, first thing first, how we do from 0 to this is first, of course, we configure the basic configuration on each devices, and then we set the IP as we are doing static NAT. So we set the IP on each devices, and then we configure the static route we configure the IP route for each router 1 and also router 3. So as you can see here, let me open router 1, show IP route. So here is the IP route that we have set up, and then router 3, show IP route. Also, we have been successfully set up. So once we already configured the IP route on each router, so it should be no problem for us to ping maybe from the Ubuntu Docker 2 to the Toolbox 1, or Ubuntu Docker 2 to Ubuntu Docker 1, or maybe I want to ping from Toolbox to router 1. So let's try one by one. Let me try first with ping from Ubuntu Docker 2 to Toolbox 1. So open. Okay, let's see. Let's ping 192.168 and 2. So it is successful. Proceed. And then I want to ping from Ubuntu Docker 2 to Ubuntu Docker 1. So ping 192.168, 11, 12. Also successful. And then let's ping is successful. Okay. So let's go for how our NAT automation works. So basically, it happens here in the network automation devices. First, open our console. Okay. And like for this one, okay. So basically, as you can see here, I try to connect with the router 1 and it happened. So I can do the configuration that I always do. So if I want to exit, I'm just going to exit, then back to my network automation. So I will show you our So this is our NAT automation script. So let's see. Okay. And then it will ask us to put any router IP address. So I'll be putting 162.168.1, or maybe incorrect, sorry. 162.168.1. So as you can see, the SSH connection has been established. So I will be putting the inside local IP. So maybe I will be putting 162.168.10.12. And then outside global IP, maybe I will be putting let's see, 204 16 43 and 5 maybe. Okay, and then we need to put the interface. So for the inside local, it's F fast internet 1. Okay, /1. The outside would be fast internet 0.1. Am I correct? 1.0. So yeah. So as you can see, this is the static NAT automation. Then okay, so look at R1. Show NAT translation. Oh sorry, show IP NAT translation. So as you can see, it only shows the inside global and inside local IP that can be shown. So that's all from me, and I hope that everyone feels interesting to watch our demonstration. Our static NAT automation in GNS3 provides a reliable and efficient way to handle the NAT. So it empowering the users to focus on their core objective without getting bogged down by intricate configuration. So that's all from us. Thank you.
In conclusion, the implementation of network address translation automation using Netmiko provides an effective alternative for manual NAT settings in modern network systems. Network designs are becoming more and more complicated, thus it is necessary to move towards automated setups. The benefits of using Netmiko for NAT automations are emphasized by the report, which include increased productivity, uniform configuration application, scalability, and efficient administration of changes. The possibility of human mistakes is reduced by automating the configuration procedure, guaranteeing the consistent NAT settings across many devices. The project specifications include a comprehensive approach that includes everything from script development to testing in controlled environments. By combining GNS3, Python, and Netmiko, an environment is created that not only makes NAT configuration and maintenance easier, but also makes it possible to conduct through testing and validation prior to deployment in an operational network. Essentially, the complete network infrastructure NAT configuration cycle is made simpler and better by using Netmiko for NAT automation. Using Netmiko for NAT automation is a strategic necessity for maintaining the flexibility and reliability of network setups as enterprises struggle with constantly growing and changing network requirements.
So that is all from us. Thank you.